Alright, so here is my final project. I first made a public static integer with the player position being at 0. So it starts out in the first room, which is the dungeon entrance. I then wrote a message welcoming all the people to the dungeon. Then I wanted to make it so the character's name would I would ask for the name and it would pop up into the program. So I made a string and then I put the variable as character name, and then I made it equal John Doe, which is a regular name. And then I asked with a console write line, what is the name of your character? And then I made it so whatever the character or the person types in will be set as that, and then I wrote a message that stored it as the character name. And then after that I made a while with the input of quit, and then I wrote for console write line, you are in this position with the name of the room, and then I wrote underneath that a console write line of where do you want to go, and then I put plus the character's name, so it'll always ask the character's name, or it'll always ask where do you want to go, and then the character's name after that. And then this is a special event for the second room, which is a magical trap where you die and you have to quit the game and then come back in and go to the right instead of that. And in regards I made an array and I put it into a class file. So I made a couple variables with up, down, left, right as integers, and then I made two strings for the name of the place, and I put info as another string because I didn't want to put description because I already have D as a variable in my class file. So then I went about making the rooms, and as you can see with all the numbers, I also put some location stuff, and I put a little descriptor or a little information each time you go into that specific room. And I also made the player move, and for the instructions I wrote type up, down, left, right to move that way, and type quit to end the game. And then I made linked it all together with the array. And if you go a different direction than you're not supposed to, it'll say you can't go that way. And if you try to quit it at another time, it'll say invalid input. So when I run it, and I'll probably have to make these into screenshots because it never works. Alright, and that is my final project.